Todd Wente here with Path to Progress for May 1st, 2025. Hard to believe that we are already into the fifth month. 4 months are gone, third of the year of 2025 already gone, and it feels like it may just barely have started. At the same time, some days it feels like it's taken forever. It's the nature of the passage of time, isn't it? Yesterday was rough. Today is starting a little bit better. It's a little bit brighter. Not quite so many things landing on top of each other, and got an opportunity to maybe make some distance on some goals and some plans. As I was thinking about that, I was thinking about how critical it is to win small victories. Small wins bring big victories. We sometimes forget let me rephrase. I sometimes forget how critical the small moments are when weighed against all of the big ambitions. It isn't a massive undertaking that winds up making the difference. It is a massive number of small undertakings that make the difference. We talk about elections being won by a landslide. Elections are not won, and there may be lots of people who will violently disagree with me on this, but elections are not won by politicians. Elections are won by small groups of people who rally behind ideas that they believe those politicians embody. It's those individuals having conversations among themselves that make that happen. We see that if we look back on history, we can see that over and over again. It is not a single general or a single commander that wins a battle. It is that commander that appears to be the harbinger, the messenger of a plan, and individual soldiers, individual fighters, believing that plan will work, that then take their own individual efforts to that plan. If at any point in time the individuals that are critical for those larger undertakings decide to go a different way, everything changes. So why do I forget that about myself? Small efforts, small wins, every day. The beginning part of this week, I didn't work out in the mornings. I just kind of blew it off. I was tired. I wasn't just tired, I was demoralized. I was focusing on some of the wrong things. I was focusing on how many things needed to be fixed, how many things needed to be adjusted, how many things were overwhelming me. And I lost sight of how important the small wins are. Small wins are everything. Small wins are the only things. There are no big victories. There are small wins. Small wins repeated over and over and over again. Today I am faced with a lot of big things that have to be accomplished. And I am working to remind myself that there are no big victories. There are small wins. The win in front of me, that's all. The task in front of me, that's all. This one small task in front of me, whatever that task happens to be, executed with fidelity, with integrity, with enthusiasm, with the best that I've got. That's all that matters. That is probably not the most glamorous way to describe progress, but I think it's the most accurate. One small task, a tiny, small task that in spite of its apparent insignificance can at times be paralyzing, that can at times steal all of the energy and all of the enthusiasm, all of the hope from my soul. One small task executed with fidelity, integrity, and enthusiasm. That is the key to progress. Small wins. That's what I'm focusing on today. And if my sharing this with you helps you to focus on something that can help you make progress, all the better. My name is Todd Wente. This has been Path to Progress. I hope to see you in future iterations of this little process. In the meantime, Nulum Diem. See you next time.